Hey guys, this is Shaina from Day of Pause, and I want to share a practice with you today called Truths. And if you're joining the global unplugging on May 20th, so disconnecting from the online world, including social media and Zoom calls, this can be a really helpful practice to connect more deeply with the people that you share the same physical space with, if you do share your physical space with others. So the practice of truths is a very simple practice of essentially sharing impact. So sharing how someone's actions or even non-actions has impacted us in the last day, week, lifetime, whatever it is. This sounds really simple and perhaps obvious, but it's actually quite amazing how most of our lives, with most of our interactions and relationships, we are often guessing at how something we've done has impacted somebody else, or we're just completely oblivious to actually how much we matter. Um, and so the practice of truths is making the implicit explicit and showing someone essentially how they have mattered to you. Now, the truth that you share with somebody could be a positive impact that they've had, or perhaps something more challenging, challenging experience that you've had with them. The only thing that really matters is that the intent is to come into deeper connection with them. And that's the best place to start. So if you are sharing a truth with somebody, you can start by sharing your intention. And a helpful way that I've found to frame that is with a fear and a hope. So if I want to share something with someone that feels perhaps vulnerable or challenging, I might start by sharing, I'm afraid that I'm going to come across as kind of cheesy, or I'm afraid that you're going to think I'm really high maintenance, or that I'm judging you. But my hope might be, for example, to make sure that this situation doesn't happen again in the future, so that we can get along better in the long run. Or another example, my hope is that you're gonna just feel that I appreciate you, and that's important to me for you to feel that. So once you've shared your intention with the person and they've confirmed that they're open to receiving your truth and it's a good time, if you don't know where to start, a simple framework is just when you X, I felt Y. So whenever you make the bed, seems really small, but actually I feel really taken care of. And it makes a really big difference just in my start to the day, my feeling of groundedness. Or when you made a joke the other day, when I was crying, I laughed it off, but I actually felt some shame, and I didn't feel safe enough to tell you that it hurt. So again, whatever the share is, the important thing is your intention, is that feeling of reaching out to reveal something of yourself to ultimately come into deeper connection with that person, whatever that looks like. So please give this a try, despite how vulnerable it may feel. You never know what the impact will be on that person of you sharing this simple statement with them. And this is, of course, something you can practice on May 20th, but you don't need to wait for May 20th. So give it a try.